I was gonna say we're not gonna fill in the gap. We're gonna do it with something else. We'll do some exploding roses now. So it is so easy. I was like gonna refresh myself on my course. I'm like, you literally imagine a rose, send energy to it, and pop it. And that's it. So I don't need to like watch my old course to teach it to you. So that is all you're doing. The rose could show up as any color because colors represent energy. So it's not always going to be red. It could be like turquoise or blue or anything. So what we'll do first is we're going to clear matching energies. So you all know that when groups come together, there's so much more than what we realize. We all have so much in common that we don't realize. Yawning is a sign of releasing. So I love to see the yawns. So we have matching energies, matching life experiences, but like my grief and abandonment at age 22, you might have had that at age 8. Completely different experiences. One was about like family stuff and mine was about like romantic love, but we had similar experiences at on different timelines. So we have matching pictures, they're called matching pictures. So for all of us, we're going to imagine, so Lisa is going to clear her energy with like we're all releasing energy with everybody else. Okay. If you're having like tension with somebody or just like annoyance and like butting heads, releasing your matching pictures can cause you to be less triggered by each other because you don't have anything matching to be triggered by, or you have less matching to be triggered by. So should we stick with self-love or do we want to do imposter syndrome? That just like came to my mind. Fear of like being your full energetic self in public. Money, that one. Fear.
Yeah, Whitney, you gave the thumbs up. When you had said something, Gina, I want to confirm that this is what Whitney was giving the like okay to. Fear of being your like fully expressed authentic self, like fear of being all of you. Is that what you were okaying to, Whitney?
Yes, of not being afraid to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were listing them off, Gina, and I was like, oh, that would be nice, and that would be nice. But when you said that one, I got like the ping in the solar plexus. Does everyone feel like that would be helpful? Releasing fear of essentially being your authentic self and fear of shining. Does that feel? I know all of you pretty well, so I'm like, I think that there would be a resonance. Like imposter syndrome's great, but I'm like, I don't sense imposter syndrome being a thing for everybody in this moment, you know? But
The
that other one,
healthy wildfire needs
yeah,
spread.
yeah.
Yeah. And so think like the things that show up for my fear of that is different than yours, but you might have like a tiny bit because we all came together and the reflections and everything.
Yeah.
So we're all getting, and even the people on the replay, like a clearing times 50, like times 1,000, really. It's huge. So with that, just close your eyes. And we're going to imagine a rose and just look at your rose, see what color it is. See if it's long stemmed or short stemmed. And just observe it. And we're going to intend to send all matching pictures causing fear of being our authentic self into the rose. You may see nothing. You may see purple or turquoise dots or squares. It could be any color. I usually see nothing, to be honest, but I know it's happening. I trust that it's happening. So Eve, let's include the people on the recording, everyone in the DKC fam, in Energy Expansion Academy, including myself. All matching pictures go into this rose. When it feels like it's the right time, like that's all there is. We're going to, I like to imagine the rose as a bottle rocket and it just shoots up into the sky and explodes like fireworks of rose petals. And when you've exploded your rose, muscle test, did I just release matching pictures? And asking every time builds so much trust. Similar to cord cutting, I would say, but not the same at all. Beauty and the Beast style petals falling off downward. That's so cool. So is everyone getting a yes that they exploded or that they released matching pictures? So, and I leave it there, but sometimes I would like to double test, but not ask the same question. Like I didn't trust the answer. I would say like, do I have matching pictures about fear of being my authentic self with Dani? And I'm getting, or just with Mallory or with whoever. So you're asking the same question, but in a completely different way to verify it. Like, again, my logical mind, like I can't, it's just got to be a certain way. So ask, just pick a person. Do I have matching pictures about fear and being my authentic self with anybody here? And you should get a no. You got a yes, Whitney? Oh, so, okay. Did everybody get a no? I got no also. And I wouldn't ask with every single person. It's a waste of time and it's not really showing trust. Just one, we've cross-checked, cross-referenced it, and like we can move on. Okay. So now check your self-love score. And just did it go up at all? It's okay if it didn't go up because we didn't really work on like something self-love specific, but a release of just about anything where we're afraid of being ourselves is gonna give an improvement. Yay, we got you to 100, Dani. 88. Any improvement is an improvement. That's awesome. 93. Sweet. Oh, by the way, you test it now, but you could wait like a few 30 seconds from now and test again, and it could have gone up. Ask if it's higher than 100. So we're working on a 0 to 100 scale, but like businesses can grow by 250%. We can be in debt 60% or whatever. We can, you know, so the numbers go higher than 100 and lower than 0. We don't need to make it higher than 100. That's good. It's just extra. But it could be higher, which is great. It's like you've got some wiggle room.
This is incredible. So these are, fam, this is big, big, big stuff. And Gina's been doing this work for years, so she's clearly a master. So give yourself grace, but plan on, we're not done yet, but like plan on continuing to practice this. Like if you haven't already, as soon as we're done, go to your app store and download the Emotion Code app. And when things are coming up, play with it. It's one of those things where you're going to want to use this more later today and this week so that it's fresh versus learning it today and then like waiting a month to revisit it. Like while it's there, play with it. I love this.
Some other uses for it are like most people love this. Is there trapped emotion causing me to crave blah, 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 sugar, fat? Is there trapped emotion causing me to emotionally eat right now? When you know you're in emotional eating, it's like, I know I'm not hungry. So when you know you're not hungry, but you want to eat anyway, probably there's some like emotion there. You could ask and then just release it. There's a story in the emotion code training about somebody who lost like 80 pounds. They just, every time they were hungry and they knew they really weren't, or they wanted to eat, they did that. And then through like a year, they just lost like 80 pounds. Another one, is there trapped emotion, or maybe it's not the trapped emotion. You could say, is there energy blocking me from 10,000 revenue, $10,000 a month revenue, or 5,000 or whatever. If it's a trapped emotion, do what we just did. If it's like not a trapped emotion, but energy, send it into the rose, explode it, test, is there still matching energy, or not matching? Is there still energy blocking this? If you're getting a yes, it doesn't mean it didn't work. Just do it again, or do